We are broadcasting live from Tradewinds Island Resorts on St. Pete Beach. But yesterday we took a little trip into Tampa Bay, into Tampa, because I'm still learning that
the nomenclature.
Tampa Bay is an area and Tampa is a city.
Gotcha.
That's where I'm learning.
All good.
You know
All
what I'm
good.
saying? Tampa, Florida. So that's where we headed off because we went off to Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay, and this is a roller coaster park.
Even on the approach, like when we're still on the bus, we're looking at this place. I'm like, I can't tell you on the radio what I said. I said, holy smokes. That's big. That's a big old roller
That's
coaster.
tall.
There.
You know what I noticed? The first thing I noticed when we drove up is that two roller coasters had straight down drops that actually were more than 90 degrees. So it was, I believe, 91 degrees. So it was like, I was like, that's not
Good.
Possible.
Good.
How's that? Yeah, like how do we
Possible.
not fall off? You know what? How do they do that?
Yeah.
And Justin thought that was the going up, and I said, no, I think that's the drop.
I was like, there's no way you're going to drop down like 91 degrees. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And they're like, yep, you are.
But we got to do it.
Yeah.
So they're keeping it safe because when we got there, we had some inclement weather for a little bit.
Sometimes there'll be a little rain, and that's
keep it-
all good.
Keeping it safe.
So
Then all of a sudden we're in there trying to eat. And I hear something say, I'm like, oh crap, the roller coaster's open again.
Yeah.
So you know
It's
what
like
that
time to
means.
go.
It was cool because we got some barbecue, which was actually delicious.
Really, really good.
Ribs.
And then 3 minutes later, I want a roller coaster.
Yeah. So
Best idea we had all day.
Yeah,
we
we
were
didn't-
eating before.
we didn't really think this through because
Yeah.
we went and got some delicious barbecue, and then we were gonna go ride some coasters. And like Al mentioned, the coaster, I felt like it was right,
right
there.
there.
I've never seen a roller coaster right
You can
so
almost
close.
reach up and touch it.
Yeah, and people were screaming, and
Yeah.
when you hear people screaming, you realize, oh man, they're not even going down; they're just kind of going
Screaming with
fast.
joy.
Maybe we shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
But they're having fun.
We started off slow though because we went on a water ride first.
The
log ride.
The log ride.
Yeah, we all teamed up. Who'd you go with, Kelly?
Tommy Jean.
Tommy Jean. And you guys made a little tiny splash. It was cute. Then Boss Man George and El Presidente Sean went together and they made a okay splash. That was kind of
They
cute.
were pretty wet.
Yeah. Anna and Ryan barely made a splash.
Are you kidding?
It was cute.
Yeah, it's cute. That was a cute little splash.
Justin and Daniel made a sufficient splash, but nobody made a splash quite like Big Al Mac and me.
yeah.
We disappeared.
Yeah.
How in
Into
the
the
world did
water.
we get the biggest?
Did you go underwater?
We did go
Oh,
underwater.
It was like a submarine.
Yeah, we turned into a submersible. We were the Titan.
We're looking for the Titanic down there.
Luckily, we had ponchos, which was a smart move by that. And then we went on our first roller coaster of the day,
The Shikra.
Shikra. That's a new coaster. I
It's a
believe.
new coaster. They said is this the one they built right before COVID?
I think so.
Okay.
No. Alicia's saying
Okay.
no.
It's called a Shikra. And it's not like one of those roller coasters where the cars are one behind one another. Like 50 people can get on this thing.
Yeah. They have,
It's
like,
rows
Of six
rows
people?
rows of like 10, I think.
Rows of 10.
10, 8 people, I'm told. And so there's like 4 or 5 rows.
Let us correct you as you go.
Yeah,
As you
yeah.
go.
There's a lot of people. I'll say it like that.
Yeah.
All right. So they put me particularly, in the first row.
There's a picture. There's a picture of us on this ride.
Your face.
And we're all looking at the camera. We're all trying to look tough and serious.
No.
And Al looks like he just pooped himself.
Yeah.
And that was before the ride.
Yeah.
So
And our
troubled.
feet are just dangling
feet are
in the
dangling.
chair.
Head
It was
on
kind of-
flip-flops.
It was kind of scary to be front row, but I feel like that's the best way to do it.
Honestly, it doesn't matter because my eyes are closed the whole time. So you could put me anywhere. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm on the front row.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Because I looked to my right and I noticed that you were wearing the flip flops.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, should I tell Al
To take 'em
or would
off?
this be a great bit on the radio if he lost his flip flops?
Because we got 3 more hours. And all I'm thinking is, I'm going to be here 3 more hours with one shoe or no shoe.
Do it for the show.
You know, you could have taken them off and held them.
Dude,
Left them on the platform.
all I was doing was holding on to myself.
Yeah.
I mean, even though I was securely locked in, it was.
Kelly, what was
the
your
flip flops did stay on though.
They did stay on,
That was
yeah.
good.
Kelly, you decided not to ride the ride.
I just ate.
Right.
And she did the log ride.
Crazy.
She did the log ride, yeah.
But Tommy Jean and Kelly Raspberry decided
like-
to sit out the ride, but you guys got to watch us.
We got to watch.
You got
And
an
we
awesome
also
video.
got to play a few carnival type games
that's
with
fun.
Boss Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did we
Who
look?
killed us in the water balloon race.
And also a little girl that looked so sad that she lost.
You see
Boss
Boss
Man
Man
doesn't
with
care.
the Pikachu.
Yeah, he got a
Yeah.
Pikachu.
Which
She
is
gave,
cute.
she gave it to me. Champion.
Oh, that's sweet.
Well, that's love right there, you know. But
That's love.
He said, I
Yeah.
choose you.
if you're wondering what it's like to ride Shikra, Take a listen to Big Al Mac.
Help me, Lord! Oh, here we go. Oh, God. Oh, God. No, 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 no. Oh, God. Help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. Woo! Oh! Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Oh, no, it's turning. Oh, God. No, number one. No, stop. Okay, y'all playing. Y'all playing with me? No. Oh, Lord. Oh, God.
Nice long one.
It was like riding the roller coaster all over again. Here's what they do: they get you to the very top, and then you have this
It's straight down.
downfall.
Straight down.
And
How's that legal?
I don't know, Al. But then they tease you. You just stop and you're just staring at the ground like, there it is.
And you're just high up there too. You're like, that's a long fall.
And
Look
just-
how high we
Yeah,
are.
we were
I
like,
think Justin's psychotic because he's laughing the whole time. I'm sitting next to him and he's just
Got
like
nerves.
laughing.
Because I'm having fun on Shikra.
I know.
I did get scared for a second when we did stop at the top because I was like, are we supposed to stop? Like, is this supposed to happen?
Yeah.
But I didn't know that.
No.
So I thought we were going to be that one
Yeah.
coaster that just malfunctions.
Stop.
So that's a theme here at Busch Gardens, by the way. The stopping at the very top. we did take a break from riding roller coasters, and this is really cool. I didn't know that they had a freaking safari.
Yeah.
A safari with like, I saw elephant. It wasn't on the safari, but they had elephants. They have these cool animals.
Yeah.
They had, did we see cheetahs? But in the safari, you could feed giraffes. You could get up close to rhinos.
Yeah.
They have this pool with a hippopotamus. They have all these cool animals.
A tiger.
There's
yeah.
a tiger.
Alligator.
We saw the hippopotamus swimming through.
Oh,
the-
that was
He like
awesome.
interacts
It
with the
was so
humans.
cool.
He's so cool. And you know who interacts with the humans as well? Squirrels. Kelly caught this video of a squirrel just loving on me.
Yeah,
like
he
the
was.
most squirrel love I've ever gotten.
He's like he knew that you were, one of his people.
Yeah, if you're part of the Squirrel Lovers United Together group, I will be sending it in the newsletter this month. It's going to be great. I'll also be releasing the video on my Instagram. And then we went back to riding coasters. And this is where I felt I got tricked because Anna and Ryan and Justin and Daniel were all walking towards a coaster. And I had told them, I don't want to ride the scariest one. I'm cool with Shikra. That was fine. And they said, "Oh, we're just going to ride this one. It's a wooden coaster, a hybrid." They said, and I said, "Okay, wooden sounds safe, you know."
It does. What
Well,
sounds
it's all
safer than
perfectly
steel?
safe.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
wood. Normally, it's not too crazy.
No.
It's a roller coaster.
Couple of
Especially
two-by-fours.
Yeah, after a little rain. Yeah.
I didn't even look at the name because if I would have looked at the name, I would have recognized that this is the best roller coaster in the world,
In the world?
the Iron Gwazi.
Gwazi.
Let me give you the description of this bad boy.
Okay.
North America's tallest and world's fastest and steepest hybrid coaster. Iron Gwazi takes thrills to new heights, plunging riders from a 206-foot tall peak into a 91-degree drop and reaching top speeds of 76 miles an hour.
Wow.
Why don't they call it wooden Gwazi?
Riders on Iron Gwazi will experience a dozen airtime moments. This doesn't have the overhead strap in.
moment.
This is
Just like
it's a front
a metal seat
It's a
belt.
metal seat belt, but it also catches your shins.
Okay.
Which I thought was suspect. That's when I sat down.
And you're not going to lose your shoes.
You're not going to lose your shoes. And it was rated as the top roller coaster of 2023
yeah.
In the world.
in the world.
In the world.
It's a golden ticket award. And I sat down in the very front with engineer Don. And I looked to my left, and the girl working the coaster was sitting there. And I looked at her, and I was like, "Ma'am, is there flips in this?" And she goes, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh." And she goes, "And you'll be upside down for a few seconds while you corkscrew." And I go, "I was not told this." And she goes, "Well, sir, this is the most extreme ride we got."
Yes,
She
it
also
is.
called it an alligator roll.
Yeah, an alligator roll. Yeah, because it turns
Oh.
you. And I said, "What do I hold on to?" Because there's literally nothing in front of me.
Because you
guys.
were in the first car.
All there is like this snake head in front of me, and I can't grab that. It says "Do not touch." And I said, "Well, what do I hold on to?" And she said, "I don't know."
Yourself.
I said, "That's great."
Yeah.
And she said, "Off you go."
Okay.
And let me preface this by saying I'm normally pretty good on roller coasters and I keep my cool. I didn't this time. Okay, here's the Iron Gwazi.
Hold on.
That's gone.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Someone's torturing.
That was quick.
Didn't see quick. My chain almost came off at one point.
Man,
This
you
on
should
me.
be embarrassed. You're
Al, did you catch yourself screaming?
You're pathetic, man.
It was so fun though. It went so fast.
And I was
so fast.
I was most nervous about this one just because of the 91-degree drop. I was like, that is so steep for me. But then that was the most fun I've ever had on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It was so fast. I liked it more than the first one, even though because the first one was scarier to me.
Shikra?
Yeah, Shikra, because you're hanging down, looking at the ground for maybe like 2 seconds.
Oh, Don and I were doing that on this one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Only
'cause
the
you guys were
front
in
seat apparently
Front
does
seat,
that.
yeah.
Exactly.
So while y'all were on this, me and Bossman George, like you, at other times, we went and play some games, right? And so we go over. Bossman George blows, I think, $40-$50 on a basketball.
He went 0 for 12.
Went over 12.
Yeah.
Didn't hit a shot.
Not
Nor
one.
did I.
Did he at least hit the rim?
Yeah, he hit the rim a couple
Okay.
times. Nor did I. I'm terrible. And
I was only telling this story because George is not in here right now.
I thought he was still here. So there's this little bitty ride that's like airplanes for little bitty kids, right? Little bitty kids.
It was like the baby Gwazi.
Baby guys. I'm like,
Yeah.
I could ride that all day long. And so I'm looking over there, and I'm just looking over, and I'm just mesmerized by the little planes going around and around, up and down, up and down. And so I bump into this little white kid, little 5-year-old white kid. And I was like, oh, excuse me, my man. He turns around to me and goes, oh, you straight, dog. I'm like, what? Well, really? You cooler than me now?
Yeah, he was.
Did you give it back? Like, are we straight? You sure we straight?
So taken aback.
But man, Busch Gardens was so much fun.
It was a lot of
Very
fun.
fun.
A lot
And
of
beautiful. The
What a fun
plants
day.
there,
Fun.
the palm trees.
The
lot of
animals,
fun.
the food was
A lot of
good.
fun. I'll make sure you visit Busch Gardens.
Absolutely. The coasters were on point.
The drinks were strong.
The drinks were strong.